Hey guys, it's your coach Scotty Hobbs. I'm excited to be here with you guys today. It's Wednesday morning and we're getting ready in less than 24 hours. We're headed to Italy with the top 10 trip. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be unplugged with the other top 10 coaches in the company and their spouses, Carl Deichler, Jeff Hill, Michael Neiman, enjoying the rewards of the hard work last year that we did. But I want to share something with you guys today about the positive Tetris effect. I'm reading a couple books right now. One is how to I'll find out what it is, but it's about how to make like an impression on somebody in the first 90 seconds. And the other book is called The Happiness Advantage. And I'm not really too often into the more scientific type books, but I'm starting to get into those because I'm learning so much about the brain and happiness and having a positive mindset. And that's one thing that my dad taught me throughout my whole life is to have a PMA, a positive mental attitude. And I've made videos about that before, but I'm going to share with you guys today how to have a more positive mindset, what that's going to do for you guys, okay? And the principle that we're going to talk about is called the positive Tetris effect. You know, the game Tetris, there's shapes falling from upward and they're going downwards, and you have to adjust and shift them to fit into the spot, and you get a solid line and it disappears and you continue. So what happens during that game is your brain is constantly scanning what's available, what spots are available, and what pieces are coming down, connecting those, and you do that, and then you win the game. And the cool thing I was learning about that is if people sit and play that for hours or whatever, when they leave and they're walking around, maybe they're walking downtown or they're driving somewhere, their mind is scanning for pieces in the universe or the world that fit together. So maybe you picture two buildings and you picture if one of them lays sideways, would it fit between two other ones? Our brain gets in that mindset because we've been playing that and your mind's scanning and it's used to that activity, so that's what it does when you leave that. So we're going to talk about how you can apply that to living a happier lifestyle, to becoming lucky versus someone that's always unlucky. And one of the things that it does for you is it creates more happiness, gratitude, and optimism if you work the positive aspect of this Tetris theory. And there was a cool study that I want you guys to, like a test that was done, that I want to talk to you guys about that can relate back to this happiness, having gratitude, and optimism. And what happened is they took a group of people to test this theory. It's a scientific theory tested on the brain. And what they did is there was like a newspaper ad with pictures. And the idea was to count how many pictures, to go through the ad and count how many pictures, and at the end say how many pictures were there. So you're focused on an activity. So what happened is there was two different things, opportunities in that ad, and they found out that the people that are more positive, optimistic, happier, have gratitude, optimism, became lucky and saw an opportunity. What happened on the very first page, what happened is the people that didn't have a positive mindset and understand this theory, they went through, and it took them about 2 minutes to count all, I think, 47 pictures. But what happens is those with a positive mindset that were accustomed and had trained their brains to scan for happiness and for lucky breaks, they, after the first page, found one of the pictures says you can stop counting, there's 47 pictures. So they finished the activity in a mere few seconds. Even better than that, a few pages later, about halfway through the pictures, there was a big picture ad that said, if you read this picture, you have won $250 and you can stop reading, you can stop counting pictures. Clear as day, in the middle of the page, and I get chills thinking about this, it says, you can stop counting the pictures. If you see this ad, you've won $250. So the cool thing about that is the people that have trained their brain to scan for opportunity, to scan for positive, to scan for happiness, gratitude, and optimistic things got the lucky break, right? These people got the lucky break. And the other people that are always not so lucky, that always have bad luck and bad things happen to them, are the ones that counted all the pictures in the book and never found that break. So my message to you so can you change this about yourself? And you absolutely can train your brain to become more optimistic, more happy, and more grateful. And the thing is that when you do this, there were scientific studies that even after 1 week of doing what I'm going to teach you right now, there was positive results. Even after they did it for a week and stopped, there was positive results for these people, these test group at 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months down the road were healthier and had a more positive mindset about life with just doing it for 1 week. So imagine if you do this every single day and you become disciplined in it. And I'm going to tell you, it's just a choice. It takes 5 minutes a day. This is the activity. I want you to get a piece of paper out right now. I want you to write down this so that you know. Maybe you grab a notebook, like a notebook of paper like this. We can call it your happiness advantage or your happiness journal. And this can be for anything. It can be in your relationship. It could be at your career. It could be for anybody that's an entrepreneur building a business. What you need to do is every day pick 5 minutes, whether it's immediately when you wake up, whether it's right after you brush your teeth, or whether it's before you read your personal development for the day. Or if you're a Team Beachbody coach and you have a list of 10 things you do, put it at the top. What you're going to do is you're going to write down every single day 3 positive things that happened in the last 24 hours. 3 good experiences you had. Whether it was a bear hug from your kid, whether it was somebody sent you a great message about something that you helped them with, whether it was you saw a beautiful rainbow. Anything positive. We're going to do every day, write down 3 things in this journal that were positive, created happiness, that you're grateful for, that give you an optimistic future. And you're going to do that every single day. 3 things a day minimum. And what this is going to do is when you sit down to do that, your brain is going to immediately scan the last 24 hours, just like the Tetris game. You're going to scan the last 24 hours for good things that happened. And over time, as you do this, within the first week, you're going to see results. You're going to start to notice things that you're used to scanning and looking for, which are those things of happiness, of gratitude, of optimism. And your mind shift is going to start to change. It's going to have a shift for the positive. So my challenge for you today is to do that. And it's going to be amazing for you to see how your brain begins to change as you begin to focus on looking for things that bring you happiness and gratitude and optimism. And when you do that, you're going to make that, it's going to turn into a habit, and you're going to begin to identify and see those things in your life more often. And guys, key to success, when you are happy, when you're optimistic, and when you're gratitude, you're able to identify good breaks. You're able to identify rewards or things that could be right in front of you that you're normally with a negative mindset skimming and passing right over, just like that ad in the paper that says you won $250. You're used to looking for things that are, you're always having bad luck, or people are never buying from you, or you're never getting a good break, or all these things you're scanning for that, looking for that, and that's what you continue to get. So we're going to train your brain to scan for and look for the good things, okay? So that's my challenge for you guys right now, is to make that decision to do that with me. I'm going to do that for 2 different things every single day. I'm going to do that for those experiences in my family life at home with my children and my wife, and I'm going to do that for my Team Beachbody business, for good things that happen every single day. And by doing that, I'm going to train my brain even more to scan for and look for opportunity. Guys, people are going to join you, more likely to join you when you're optimistic, when you're happy, and when you're grateful for life and for the things. People don't want to be around negative people, so it's time to train yourself to be these 3 things, to have happiness, optimism, and gratefulness and gratitude towards things. I hope this helps you guys today, and I challenge you to do this activity with me every single day. See you guys later.